Some people think that you need to spend thousands of dollars in order to buy your dream car. And usually that would be the case if you walk into a dealership with a wad of cash. However, if you buy a not so perfect version of the car you're looking for, you can score a bargain. A lot of the time, it's actually worth buying a broken version of the car you want and then fixing it and saving thousands of dollars. And that's exactly what I did with this BMW 335i. I bought it broken, then fixed it for cheap, and now I have a running and driving 335i that owes me pennies. After fixing the car, we spent a total of $3,350 on this BMW 335i, and in today's market, you could expect to pay 10 to 15 grand for one of these. Which means that I can spend another 7 grand modifying this thing and still break even if I want to sell it. So now I've got quite a bit of room to make this BMW into my dream E92 335i. In the last video, we went down to Mars Performance and managed to grab an entire body kit for the Beamer. We got an M3 style front bumper, fenders, and side skirts. Surprisingly, all of this was really easy to install considering it is a BMW and BMWs are notorious for being hard to work on. But now the car looks like this. However, there's one problem. All the panels are different colors, so we've got to change that. In the last video, I asked you guys what color you wanted me to wrap the BMW because we are going to be wrapping this thing a crazy color. But before we go ahead and wrap this thing, I do need to finish off installing the body kit. You guys were mentioning some weird ass colors, like that for example. Yeah, I don't know about green. That would be weird. Cameraman is suggesting Nardo Grey.
I'm not.
What is wrong with you?
No.
They can't hear you. We're not going Nardo Grey. But we still need to install the right side of the body kit. I haven't touched that because I wanted to compare both sides before and after. And as you can see, this body kit looks absolutely insane. So I'm gonna get to installing the side skirts and making sure that everything fits all good and the front fender as well. And then we'll send this thing off to wrap and hopefully you guys like the color I chose. It seems like no matter what, you've got to jack the BMW up in order to work on it. After taking the wheel off, you get access to the fender lining, which allows you to get to the washer reservoir. You'll be able to see why I did this side second because it's got the washer fluid reservoir, which means there's going to be water going all over my hands. Oh my god. Removing the washer bottle gives you access to the bolts holding the fender on, and while I had the car jacked up, I removed the side skirts, which are super simple to do as this car is basically just made out of plastic clips. Oh, you got to be really careful when working on these cars. Here is a classic example that I only know about because I've worked on one of these before, but there is one bolt on this right-hand drive fender that is lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So let that sink in. For some reason, BMW has a reverse thread only on the driver's side fender, and it's only on one bolt. Make it make sense, BMW. This bolt right here. So if you go right, like I'm doing now, it is actually loosening the bolt. Okay, there's our special bolt right here. There we go. That is opposite thread right there, so we're gonna put that somewhere special. I have no idea why it's like that, but please, if you know, comment it down below. Anyway, we're almost removed the fender. Let's continue. There we go. Also, I don't think I showed you guys, but these fenders have got major paint fade on them. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that, but there's no paint, no clear on these fenders whatsoever. So it's kind of good that we're wrapping these new ones and then getting rid of these. But yeah, let's install the new fender and side skirt. I'm not gonna bore you with the entire installation process because you saw that all in the previous video, but here's the fender and side skirt installed. That is the body kit complete. Now we just have to do one more thing. Now the next thing we gotta do is drill the bumper for the parking sensors. So we need to make some holes in our brand new bumper and we need to make sure that we do them accurately, otherwise it's gonna look like ass. So I put the camera down because I was tired and it was late, and I just needed to concentrate to make sure that these holes were drilled correct. Otherwise it would look very, very bad. That's a big freaking hole. Jesus Christ. Turns out I was so tired that I forgot to even record the holes that I drilled, but trust me, I did a pretty good job. This is the furthest that we have driven the BMW since putting it up on jack stands to do the body kit. And here it is, guys. We just took it down to 7-Eleven. Got a quick drink at like 1:30 in the morning. I've had to take the front lip off because I want it as easy as possible for the wrapper to wrap everything. Dude, this thing is looking crazy, man. Anyway, with the car sprayed down and the body kit installed, it was now time to take it down to the wrap shop. Alright guys, we are here at Elevate Auto Styling with Greg and Paul.
We've been going for about 2 years now. We do vinyl wrapping, tinting, PPF, anything customization that you can think about for your car, we got you covered.
How many cars do you reckon you've wrapped over the past 2 years?
70 maybe full color changes, probably another 70 like partial wraps.
They're going to be taking my car for the next couple of days and wrapping this thing. I haven't shown you guys the color yet, we'll show you in just a second. One of the reasons why I brought this car here is because I've actually been following Greg for a very long time on Instagram. E92 bro, that's the one? He has an E92 335i as well. But yeah, firstly I want to show you around this place.
Yeah, so all of these rolls is a car that we've done fully.
Yeah. I think maybe we should have gone with this color, man. What do you think?
Bright orange, like a highlighter.
That's a sick color. So the car was in good hands, and now that we've got the car here, it's time to finally show you guys what color I went. Look, these boys already got their hands all over my car. What the hell's going on?
Hurry up. I need the wrap to get it done.
Alright, so guys, it is finally time to unbox our wrap. Massive shout out to Vinyl Frog because they have supplied us with this wrap. I only just had a look at it before we came, so this is going to be the first time I actually take this out of the package properly. It's black. That's awesome. Very nice black. So guys, the color that I chose is British Racing Green from Vinyl Frog. You guys have done a car in this color.
We did an R34 in this color. It looked so good. I wanted to wrap my car in this color.
Oh my god, it looks crazy, bro.
You guys should hold the vinyl together, all three of you.
Yeah. Wait till you see it on the car, it's even better.
Yeah, right now it doesn't look like much. It looks like black, but
once it's on the car and it's spread out, you can really see the color.
there's like a bluey sort of tinge to it, isn't there? Yeah, dude. So here's a small sample of Vinyl Frog's British Racing Green in the light. It's a very dark green with almost a bluish tinge to it in the sun. You're not really going to be able to tell until the entire car is wrapped, but this was the exact look that I was going for. I want the car to look almost black at nighttime with a small hint of green, but where the car is really going to pop is in direct sunlight, because this film, although it's not showing on camera very well, is honestly nothing like I'd ever seen before on a car at a car meet. It's a very unique color, and I wouldn't say it's your typical British Racing Green, but it's definitely something that will get heads turning. Alright, so there's only one more thing to do, guys, and that's to hand over my BMW to these guys.
Are you sure?
I am, yes.
Don't worry, when you get it back, it's going to be a completely transformed beast.
If you get it back.
Maybe, if you get it back. Maybe I'll swap them. You won't know.
Alright, let's get out of here, guys. So this was the hard part, having to now patiently wait for my car to be returned from Elevate Auto Styling. Greg was sending me small little updates, small little teasers, and guys, it looks absolutely insane. Here are some clips of them actually wrapping the car. Originally, I was going to attempt this myself, but after speaking with Greg and Paul, that would have been a massive mistake, because after seeing what they went through to wrap this car, I could see where I would personally mess up. You have to have a very good attention to detail doing this sort of stuff, and I would have definitely been impatient and probably messed the entire roll up. Anyway, it took them a total of 4 days to wrap the car, and I actually went back there halfway. They still had a lot to go, but it was crazy to see just the parts they had done wrapped. Alright, so it's been a couple days. We're going to go head back to Elevate Auto Styling, and we're going to check out the wrap. And just a bit of an update for you guys on the 32. It's still sitting here. We'll make a video on this soon, but yeah, this video is about the Beamer, so let's go. I wanted to take the BF Falcon, but of course the battery was so dead that we couldn't even jumpstart it. So we just drove the Camry. Anyway, let's go see how the boys at Elevate are doing. We are here at Elevate Auto Styling, and I'm looking at the car right now and I'm kind of mind blown. It's crazy to see this thing all one color. They still haven't done the bumpers yet. They're still working on it, and that's the reason why we've come to see a bit more of the process. But come check this out. What's going on, boys?
Oh, yeah.
You guys probably can't see it, but it's pretty dark right now. But once we have this thing in the sun, it's gonna reflect a little bit of blue colors, a little bit of green colors, some sparkles. You can kind of see a little bit there. This is what the guys had accomplished after 2 days. Everything was going smoothly, but they did run into one problem. Is it hard disassembling the car?
No, it was pretty easy.
Honestly, out of all the cars we've worked on, this is probably like one of the easier ones. I don't know if it's because we've done it a few times, but these cars and Holdens and Fords are like the easiest to work on. It's like they're designed for you to just like pull it apart and put it back together quick. Yeah, they're having a bit of problems removing the rear spoiler. Why is it so hard to remove? Is there like silicone on it or something? Normally they're just held on with double-sided tape, so you can just like run a piece of fishing line.
I think at the bottom of it they've put like dabs of silicone.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know how long it's been on for, but it's like stuck.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, so we are going to be reusing this. We're going to be putting clear coat on this and then sticking it back on, but probably not with silicone. Probably just with some double-sided tape.
Double-sided is enough.
I mean, it's kind of good that they put silicone. It means it's not going to come off, but
good until you get
moving the whole car.
Now, because I've never personally seen this process before, it was cool to see Paul demonstrate the memory properties of vinyl wrap. He heated a piece up and then pressed his fist into it, and you can see when he applied heat again, it returned back to its original shape.
Bro. Dude, that's crazy. Look at that. It's self-healing.
So if you like wash your car and you get swirl marks, in the sun it'll just go away.
Interesting.
We left the boys alone to finish the job, so we're going to do another time jump to pickup day.
Alright guys, we are now back. It's been a couple days and we've got the BMW right here. Check this out. I already saw this thing we were driving through and I've had my initial reactions. It's freaking insane.
The car honestly looked crazy. It didn't even seem like it was wrapped. It looked like paint. This wrap from Vinyl Frog is an incredible color. And if you want to go check out their website, head to the description down below. We went with the British Racing Green, of course, but there are a bunch of other colors to choose from. And the boys at Elevate absolutely killed it. They've used Vinyl Frog in the past and have had some big success. But of course, it all comes down to their skill. And I honestly couldn't point out any flaws in their work.
So as we said before, like we just pulled the whole car apart. Then from there, we just went and just wrapped all the easy parts and left the shitty parts like the bumpers to the end.
There's a few little imperfections because of the paint that was underneath. I didn't really show that to you guys on YouTube, but
that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about wraps as well. Like if you don't already have good paint, it'll show all the imperfections through. So it's always better to get damage repaired before you bring your car to a wrap shop.
The paint underneath the spoiler was really, really bad. So again, nothing to do with these guys mucking up their wrap job. That's purely because the paint under there was cooked. All right, Greg's gonna demonstrate the ceramic coat.
If done this correctly, the water should just bead and it shouldn't stick.
Damn. Oh look, it's going all over you. That's gonna make it so much easier to clean. Appreciate that, thanks boys.
I'll be spit on it.
You wanna try?
Now, if you guys use the code REXH when inquiring for a wrap at Elevate Auto Styling, you will get 5% off all services. They do everything from wraps, PPF, tinting, custom lighting, and custom interiors. They also supply some great products, including their ceramic coating, which they can do on your car as well. Definitely go check out their Instagram page and their website. And of course, they're a small local business, so if you head to these guys, you'll be supporting the boys, and I have a massive passion for that.
All right guys, we are now back at the shop. Check this out. The car is finally here and yeah, it looks insane. The camera's finding it hard to focus because it's so glossy. What do you reckon, man?
Sparkles.
Sparkles. But we now, of course, before we take any photos, we need to put all the rest of the kit back on from Mars Performance. The fog light, the lip, and also the sensors, because we want to be able to have parking sensors.
I took a bunch of parts off the BMW so I could get it back as soon as possible from the wrap shop. Disassembling your car will obviously make it easier for the wrap shop. So I had the bumper sensors out, the grills, the front lip, so I needed to put all of that back. The only issue is the parking sensors come color matched from factory, so I was going to have to wrap them, which I had never done before. Next day now, I got the car on the ground with the lip on. It looks absolutely insane, guys. I am like over the moon with how this car looks. It's probably one of my best looking cars, I'll be honest. But the Mars Performance bumper with the Mars Performance lip and all the grills looks so damn good. And we also added this little trim piece that we still need to wire up on the fender right there. You can't really see it in this lighting because the film is so reflective. But one thing that I didn't do last night was add the bumper sensors. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I do need to take the bumper off again. As you can see, I drilled holes for the sensors on the bumper, and the parking sensors are color matched to the color of the car. So we have some silver sensors that we need to wrap the same color as the rest of the car. And I've gone ahead and started doing that. Definitely a pain in the ass to do, but I decided that I wanted to try this myself. Here is the result. There's the green parking sensor right there, and that's the original one. The guys would have done this for me if I left the bumper sensors on the car, but I decided that I wanted to give this a go myself. So I'm wrapping these, and it's a pretty easy process. A little bit finicky. You do need some tools. You basically take off the rubber on the parking sensor, then you clean that, and then you put a piece of wrap on there, use a heat gun, cut everything with a knife. So I'll do that quickly, and I'll show you the results. This was actually very satisfying to do, and it wasn't crazy hard. Obviously, wrapping the entire car would have been a pain in the ass, but we did a pretty good job. So here's the sensor all wrapped now, and you can see I didn't need to go all the way down to the bottom there because this rubber piece goes right over. So you don't even see any of those cut marks. I then installed the new fender trim on the new fenders. These are M4 style fenders, so they've got this black trim piece. You do have to wire these in with just 2 wires going to the standard plug. I got these all installed and all working, as you can see. However, they did not fit with the standard washer bottle. I'm gonna have to source an M3 washer bottle because it'll have that cutout for the vent. So we'll have to get back to this another time, but it looks pretty damn cool. With everything installed, including those parking sensors, the car was looking phenomenal. So we gave it a quick spray down and we headed back to Mars Performance to take it to their showroom so that I could really show you what this car looked like under some nice lighting. Alright guys, we are now back at Mars Performance in their showroom with the body kit fully installed with the vinyl wrap. This thing looks crazy. We obviously still need to do a few things to finish off the kit, like install this little piece right there, which I think I've already shown. And then we need to clean up the fitment. But one thing that was really difficult was getting these parking sensors in, but they're all installed now and on the back as well. There we go, there's our parking sensors all installed and wrapped. But yeah, super stoked with this body kit, guys. Let's get back to the shop and show you what else we've got in store for the BMW. So we have some crazy plans for the BMW and I'm about to show you. A lot of you guys were complaining that I was only focusing on aesthetic, but we are far from finished. With the car now looking like this, it's now time to work on the engine. So guys, we are now done with how this thing is gonna look for now. I still need to do wheels. I still need to lower this thing. But before we do any of that, we need to focus on this. The German 2J, also known as the N54. When I first bought this car, I was talking about the performance capabilities of the N54, also known as the German 2JZ, because it's a 3-litre twin turbo and you can make a lot of power on them. And just up here, guys, I've got downpipes. We managed to get some Facebook Marketplace BRSF downpipes, which means that we're gonna be making more power on the N54. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be the next video. And let me know what you think about the color. See you guys later.